Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon, actually. Come on in. We're so excited that you have taken this time to join us for Tea Time Tuesdays here at the Renewal Center. We want to welcome everyone today. Happy Tuesday to you. We hope that you had a wonderful Easter weekend. I know that we did here at the Renewal Center. Just a powerful weekend. And today, kicking it off this week, just taking the moment to relax, to unwind, and to pour into ourselves for the next couple of minutes. We're so excited that you have taken the time to join us this morning. Good morning, Evangelist Tiffany Breon. So excited that you're here with us this morning. And those of you that are joining us, we ask that you would tag your friend, tell your friends, invite your friends, and do a watch party with us to let everyone know that Tea Time Tuesday is in session. This is our time. This is our time to stop and relax. Whatever you're doing today in your office or during your job, or you're out working, or you just need some time to just take a minute to just stop, pause, relax, gather yourself, and join us for Tea Time Tuesdays. Good morning, Prophet Hope. Good morning, Latasha. Good morning, Lisa. I tell you, we have some people on board this morning. We ask that you go get your tea. We hope that you brought your tea with you. I know today I have my tea with me. I have some type of tea that is a ginger peach. And I can't wait to consume my tea with you today. And I hope that you all will join us today for a powerful time like we did last week with our imagery. We're going to just have a great time. But I would like to share with you, like I always do, on location here at the Renewal Center. Actually, I'm in the thought room today. How appropriate, because I'll be talking about our tea of the week and our book of the week. So our tea of the week is Earl Grey. Earl Grey tea. I hope that you like Earl Grey tea. I know I do. It's a really flavorful tea. And so I want to share a little history and origin of Earl Grey tea with you. The history of Earl Grey tea. Earl Grey tea is a tea blend which has been flavored with an addition of oils of bergamot. Bergamot, kind of like citrus, bergamot, citrus, yes. It has a very unique taste. Earl Grey was made from black tea. Some people enjoy Earl Grey tea with cream. I know I do. If you look at the picture, that's kind of like what Earl Grey tea would look like if you add a little bit of cream in there. It is considered a mixture of teas. It has a special history. So I encourage you to take a look and do a little bit of digging to find out a little more about Earl Grey tea. There are different varieties of Earl Grey tea, like Lady Grey. That's one of the most common ones, Lady Grey tea. Another variation of Earl Grey, it contains ingredients such as citrus peels, lemongrass, of course, black tea, because that's what Earl Grey is made out of, bergamot, lavender, and even vanilla. It is a preferred tea to many people. So I really hope that you enjoy Earl Grey tea when you get a moment. I don't know what you're drinking, so make sure that you mention what you're drinking. Okay, J.R. Leonard, you love Earl Grey tea? I do too. I think it's very smooth tea, and it's a delightful tea. And so I want to also share with you our book of the week here at the Renewal Center inside of our thought room, the place that you can come where it's a quiet library space for thinking. And it is called Choose Joy. We see the book on the screen. Here's a hard copy, Choose Joy, because happiness isn't enough. The name of it again is Choose Joy, because happiness isn't enough. And it's by author Kay Warren. And so I'm going to read a little synopsis, which is really brief, but it's a really great synopsis of what's inside of her book. It says, why are some people, even in the toughest times, always filled with joy? While most of us can't seem to find lasting joy, no matter how hard we search, do joy-filled people know something we don't? The answer is yes, yes. And in her warm, candid style, Kay Warren shares that life-transforming truth with you. So if you ever get a chance to look into a book, I was thumbing through this book, through many of the chapters. This is a very, very good book. Once again, our book of the week here at the Renewal Center is Choose Joy, because happiness isn't enough, and it is by Kay Warren. So thank you for joining me with this update today here at the Renewal Center about our tea of the week and our book of the week. And so we welcome you to join with us. And now I'm going to close out, and we will have our executive director is going to come on and share our today's tea time moment with us.
Thank you so much. So much. I'm so glad that you have shared about choosing joy.
Yes.
Because happiness isn't enough. You know, it's so important that we choose our state of mind. And so today, I just want to see what kind of tea we got out there. So let's see what we got. I have my ginger peach turmeric today. What about you? Let's see what else we got out here. We have our hibiscus tea. All right. Good afternoon, Victoria. I see you out there. Good to see you. Let's see what else we got here. We got some green tea. All right. Come on in. Come on in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. So we have a global audience today.
Oh, wonderful.
What do you have today? Let's hear from you. Green tea, turmeric, and hibiscus. All right. Last week, we had an incredible time. We really focused on those images and about looking at our state of mind and our emotional state. So we're going to do that again today. So and what we're going to do, though, is in between our check-ins, we're going to sip our tea and we're going to work on some exercises to help us with how we're focusing on resetting ourselves. And so that's important that we're able to do that. I wanted to also, I know that there are times that I've had slides and I shared those slides, but we've been wanting to focus specifically on how to do activities. And so that's one reason why we introduced the tea of the week, as well as the book of the week. Perhaps you can order those books or order those teas and have tea with us. So Carmela, Thank you so much for opening that up for us today.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, folks, let's connect here on our next activity as we're preparing ourselves for this tea time. We've got, let's see what else we have here. Iced chai, Nicole. All right. JR, Linda, let's see what you got there, JR. You have turmeric and ginger tea. All right, we're in the same camp today. I've got my ginger peach and turmeric as well. We started this so that all of us can take a pause in our day. We know that there are many aspects that are moving through our world, many stressful issues, grief, pain. There's so many different movements and rapid change that we need to take a time so that we can focus on renewing ourselves and meditating and refreshing ourselves. And so last week, I brought up some images to you. And I want to do that same thing again today, but we're going to focus specifically on how do you take breaks during your workday? Most people have an 8-hour workday, 10-hour workdays, sometimes even 3 12s, 4 10s, 5 8s, weekends. What do you do to ensure that you're taking care of yourself? TCOY. Take care of yourself. What do you do? And as we're going into the spring, we're going to the month of April, I want you to focus on how you can focus on resetting by your resilience, which is our community we have, resetting ourselves by being mindful and how we meditate, what we're thinking on. So today I'm going to bring up those same images that we used last week. And I'd like to bring that up so that we could take a look at these images. Now today, we talked last week about earth. We have wind, fire, and lastly, water. And I'd like you to look at these images, and I want you to think about, as you're sipping your tea and relaxing today, what is your emotional state? Use one of these images, earth, wind, fire, or water, the 4 elements. And I want you to answer the question, which of these images or which of these elements would describe your emotional state today? Just choose one. Just choose one. Is it earth? Is it wind? Is it fire? Is it water? Then after you choose one of these elements that would describe your emotional state, like where are you today in your head, in your heart, in your mind, I want you to think about how this image or these elements answer the question, then why? Why does earth represent your emotional state? Or why does wind represent your emotional state? Why does fire represent your emotional state? And why does water for this day? How did you apply it perhaps from last week when we did this exercise? So as you're there sipping your tea, in your calm, in your time of meditation, in your time of rest, I would like for you to consider these 4 elements and think through, how does this describe your emotional state? And go ahead and put that in the comments. Let's take 2-3 minutes right now and let's calm ourselves and let's think through this and refresh ourselves. As you are sipping your tea today and you're relaxing, why did you choose that element today to describe your emotional state? We really want you to just, whatever comes forward now in your answer, sit with the emotion, sit with the element that you chose today. Why did you choose that element today to describe your emotional state? Let's take it in. Really think through this. Allow this moment as you're sipping your tea. Let this time be a time of tranquility, a time of peace, a time of calm as you think through these elements. Some answers are coming through. Let's look at these. Water. I feel like I'm starting to flow again. Very good. Thank you. Think about that water. Think about the flow. I choose water because I currently feel that in this moment, there's an even flow of peace. An even flow of peace. The winds of transformation. Holy Spirit is shifting me into a place where I need to be. A state of spiritual movement in the things of God. Water, just going along with the flow. Water, flowing, peaceful, keeping into spaces where room has been made for me. I chose water. Emotions have been slow and peaceful with a moment of fast-moving rapids. Fire, a bit challenged with a particular issue. See, it's important that we identify where we are. Part of us expanding who we are is called self-awareness, right? We evolve, we are changed when we are self-aware. And so today, I want to talk through and do an exercise about how we can decompress during our day. And I want you to consider this. Let's read one more. Wind represents breath, inhaling, exhaling for breathing. I'm learning that I have to release some of the things I take in, exhaling to stay balanced. Thanks everyone for sharing and participating today. Now, as we are working through this time, I want you to consider through your day, if you go in, say for instance, at 8 a.m. in the morning for your job, your work, or you log in, rather be moving from your bedroom to your office space, it's important that we learn how to decompress, stretch, breathe, calm. So we're going to do an exercise where we're going to work on different actions we can do at our desks, in our homes to help us with how to rest ourselves and rest our minds and how to experience renewal. So I like to make sure if you're in a place, please make sure that you're sitting up straight and your posture is flat. Your feet are flat on the floor, please. And that you're sitting in a healthy, straight posture. And again, you're going to do these exercises every 2 hours during the day, every 2 hours on your job, wherever you are. You're going to take the time, and we're going to do that today. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on massaging our eyes. Now, here's how we're going to do that. We're going to take our right hand, okay, and take your hand like this, and once you put it in the ball, what you're going to do is you're going to actually put this in the back of your head like this, and you're going to rest your head, and that's going to be your head rest at your desk. I want you to close your eyes. And as you're resting your head and you're closing your eyes, I want you just to envision there's light that's on your eyelids. There's a warmth. There's a focus of relaxing in your eyelids. And you're going to be breathing in and out from your nose and releasing out of your mouth. And then just move your eyes slowly. Take your time. Breathe in through your nose, out of your mouth. Move your eyes in a circular fashion. Now you should have your head rest, depending on the kind of chair that you have. You're sitting up. Now let's pause for a moment here. Now, what did that do? How was that as a decompressing exercise for you? Demetria, good morning. What we just did was focusing specifically on exercises that you do every 2 hours to decompress yourself. We identified our emotional state by using one of the elements, earth, wind, fire, and water. We chose one, and then we began to describe where we are, right? So now we took our hand, we were able to relax and take in massaging our eyes without even touching them. Okay, wow, here are some answers. I was focused on relaxing my muscles, focused. What else did that exercise do for you? Just in 2-3 minutes that we did it. Let's get your feedback, folks, as we're building our community and our resilience together. Okay, we see here's an answer here. I was focused on relaxing my muscles. Focused. Anybody else? Let's try that one more time together, okay? Take your hand, ball it up, okay? Once you take your hand, ball it up, put it here in the back and relax. Close your eyes. Allow your eyelids to just relax, calm on your eyes. Breathe in your nose, breathe out of your mouth while you are moving your eyes, massaging your eyes. Try to go circular if you can. And again, you're working to focus on how to decompress yourself. Let's see what else we're hearing. Okay, your index in particular. All right. Tensions released. Okay. So imagine how busy our days are, and we don't take time to ever stretch. We don't take time to within the 2 hours. And this is good for ergonomics. It's good to help us pause. So that's why we're working on this practice today. All right, we're going to stretch some more. You're going to take your hand, whichever dominant hand you want to use. All right, put it right here, across. Make sure you have and you're going to work this muscle here and to move your head over to the opposite side and rub right here. Okay, let's start with our right hand here. Put it on your shoulder area and just move your head over and then back up. While you're applying right there, you can switch. Do it again. Make sure you're straight. Make sure you're sitting up. Do the same thing again. Okay. Switch again. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and show our images again because we're focusing on our emotional states. All right, let's do again. Sip your tea. And let's do another eye exercise one more time. Take your right hand, go ahead and cup it, back of the head, and let's go back. Breathe in as your eyes are closed through your nose, and breathe out with your mouth. And allow your eyes to circulate. Circular motion. Good. So let's think about what we do when we're in our jobs, how we may not take time to just take a few minutes between our meetings. What I encourage people to do, and I think we shared this when we started out with Tea Time several weeks ago, was instead of doing a meeting from 11 with a hard stop at 12 o'clock, do 11 to 11:50 and make sure you end 10 minutes before the next hour so you can decompress. It's important that you do that because you don't want to run from one meeting to the next meeting to the next meeting. So if you're the one that you're setting and you're setting the schedule, intentionally do 50 minutes instead of 60 minutes, an hour, so you can get a chance to decompress, to detox from the previous conversation if you need to, so that you can choose to adjust what you're thinking, what you're feeling, re-energizing yourself. Drink some water during that time, drink some tea possibly during that time, so that you can be prepared to be your very best. So we see tension released. All right. Some are saying that tension is released, releasing pressure. After third attempt, calming experience. Also concerning our time, we need transition time. Absolutely. All right, let's do a few more. Now, what we've done, we're going to take the time to massage our temples, our head, our minds, and all of that. Take your hands like this, please. Make sure you're seated in the way you're supposed to. You're going to take your fingers here, either two or all four, and we're going to go ahead and you're going to, if you have a desk, maybe leaning on it might be helpful. Make sure your eyes are closed. Go ahead and massage the muscles there. Ooh, my goodness. You can go to the back here and massage around here. Okay. Take your time. Take your time. I know we're busy. I know that you got to get to your next meeting. I know that you got something you got to do. I know you have an email you got to send. I know there's something you got to post. But pause. Let's pause. Okay. Now we're going to stretch again from our shoulders. Again, right hand here or left hand here. Let's do it one more time. But before we do that, we need to go from side to side. So let's do that. Ready? Go with me. Let's go. You just sit right there. Breathe in. And come up slowly. Go to the next side. Ready? Let's go. Goodness gracious. Woo. Come up slowly. Now, let's bury our chins right here. Ready? Go. Let that big head drop. Now, stay there. Come on, bury that. Let that chin go all the way down. Just let the head, the gravity, the weight of your head, just pull it in a little bit more. How many feel what's going on in your neck? Get all that toxic tension out of you. Mm-hmm. All right, come on up and let's sip some more tea. Oh my goodness. All right. So here's your takeaway for today. Between this week and next week, first thing you're going to do, if you're the one that's sending out meetings, it's setting appointments. And if you know you have back-to-back, make sure you do 50 minutes. Can we agree to that? 50 minutes so that you can have transition time. During your transition time, you're going to do one of these exercises that we did today. Now, some of you, you're constantly working back-to-back. So if you know you need to do this, you probably need to start it now and do it every day. Well, you know what? I don't have a lot of time because I got to run. Again, this is about doing something new, doing something you haven't done before. We got to reprogram our own brains. We have to reprogram and make a choice. We're going to do something differently that we haven't done before. So if you have the water that you have there, if you're juicing, if you have your tea, that's the time that we need to take to decompress, to detox from the tension. All right? Choosing joy. Making a decision, I'm going to choose to take care of my body, to take care of my mind. Let's do another exercise, okay? So, all right, so we've done that. Now we're going to focus on our hands. How many of you type text all day? Use your hands all day. Mm-hmm. So you're going to massage your dominant hand. So since I'm a lefty, I'm going to use my right hand. Go like this, please. Just take everything off here. Okay. Hand up like this. And what we're going to do is you're going to take your other hand. You're going to start at the bottom of your finger, that middle part. Okay, massage just there. Okay, let's move up. Ready? Go to the middle. Now, there's going to be a unique difference because I learned in reflexology when I had knee surgery what happens when we massage the tip of our toes. And I was like, what is this? Well, let's go to the tip of this. Ready? Now, do you notice any difference between massaging there? Wow, you just focused on a place of your body you most likely don't. Let's go to the next finger. Come on. Move up. Go to the tip. See, we just did two. Put that middle finger up. Go ahead and get that middle finger. Some of y'all been using that in traffic a little too much, so you need to tell that middle finger to calm down. There you go. See what's happening? So, again, what you'll do is after you do all your fingers, the hand that you did the massaging with, you stretch it afterwards. Did that feel nice? Wow. Now, I type all day in conference calls, literally like 8 hours a day in front of the screens constantly doing virtual presentations. So again, that is why we do that. So I want to encourage you to do that for both of your hands. So we've done a couple of things. We did the hand exercise. We did our eye massage. We did this. We did this one where we went that way. Oh, goodness, that was nice. Okay, you want to do that? Make sure you put your chin down, your posture. Before we leave, I want you to think about again the elements. I'm going to bring that up again. How are you going to use the element you chose today to increase your emotional state? To increase your emotional state. And that'll be our last exercise. Okay? Let me bring this back up for you. Let's pause a moment again. And again, this is the purpose of Tea Time Tuesday. Renewal through our meditation practice or resetting from mindfulness. We're building resilience from mental toughness, because how do we bounce back? We can do that together. Before we leave, what is your takeaway? And then we'll be finished. What is your takeaway? I hope that this has been an exercise today that you can adopt, that you can work on to help you with renewing yourself throughout your day. Many of us, you have so many activities, so many actions that must be taken through your day. And this is about stopping in tranquility and quiet. And that's why we're choosing this day to do it. So again, I want to thank you so much for being a part of this community today. Small intentional changes make a difference. Yes, thank you, Latasha. Hope that you're able to adopt some of these and become even more aware. All right. Intentionally setting time aside to inhale and exhale. Thank you, Lisa. Folks, what are your takeaways? And again, invite somebody next week. Next Tuesday, we'll be back here at noon. A few things I want to cover before we leave. The Renewal Center has, part of our vision is also to reveal Christ and reforming culture, renewing minds, restoring lives. This weekend, we have what we call the Second Carolina Prophetic Gathering. The Second Carolina Prophetic Gathering, this coming Friday, April 9th and Saturday, April 10th. We have 4 speakers and we have also a worship team. And so it's going to be an incredible time where we've been focusing on a decade of declaration and demonstration. So as a spiritual element of our vision here, we want to invite you. Please make sure that you check in with us on all of our social media pages. You can also download our mobile app. If you type in the Renewal Center, and you'll be able to access our announcements, our devotionals, our content, and also know what's happening. You can also register through the Eventbrite link, and we'll post that here momentarily. All right. If you'd like to be a part and connect with us or donate to us, please make sure you also can download the mobile app, typing in the Renewal Center. If you'd like to give, if this is strengthening you, if you're liking Tea Time and you'd like to donate to our cause, we were looking to expand this renewal message. Please feel free to donate or text to give us in our option that we placed there. We want to let you know that. And also just connect with us if you're in the Concord, Charlotte, North Carolina area. We would love to see you come by and sit in our thought room or voice room and art room, our action room, have some tea or coffee with us. So we'd love for you to be a part of that. And again, this is the link, the Eventbrite link. If you've already registered, please fill the copy and paste this and send it to some friends and share it on your pages. Thanks again for connecting with us. We appreciate you being a part of it. I know we went over a little bit today, but I hope nonetheless that this was a refreshing moment for all of you. And as we say here at the Renewal Center, I am Renewal. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Have a very good day. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Carmela Ehad.
Hello, everybody. I'm Prophet Hope Milton.
Hi,
I'm Patrick J. Brown, Executive Director of Culture and Context of the Renewal Center.
Here at the Renewal Center, it is the center for prophetic art, thought, voice, and action.
The one thing I love about the Renewal Center is the core values, which we're revealing Christ, renewing minds, we're restoring lives, and reforming community. And we know that the only way that we can do that is to reveal Christ to everyone.
That's right. If any person is in Christ, that person will be and can be a new creation. You've been created to reveal Christ. That's right. Christ in you, being born from above, being born again, being generated from a higher place, which is Christ. In you, the hope of glory.
And when I think about renewal, I think about continual growth. We all have the capacity. We all have the very much capacity to move forward and to expand ourselves. So that's what growth and renewal is all about here at the Renewal Center.
So excited to be here. I hope that you will continue to connect. This is an awesome vision. And I'm just excited about everything that God is doing in the Renewal Center here in Concord, North Carolina.
I am.
And I am
Renewal.